Let's start today with the first topic about spare time. Do you often have free time? I don't really usually have my me time because I'm usually snow under with work and I have to juggle between work and study. So barely I have any time for myself and my family. For example, on daylights, I have to study, and in the evening, I have to teach online, which increases my stress and lessen my time for meaningful conversations with my family. So I think the only time that I have for myself and my beloved ones is on weekend. What do you usually do in your spare time? I would say in my free time, I watch TV, mostly movies, as pastime. Also, I make use of that time for sleeping because I really value some relaxation activities in which they help me to revive and to feel less stressful, especially when I'm usually have to work under pressure. And I think that really helps. Do you have more free time on weekdays or on weekends? As mentioning before, I have more free time on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. It should be nice. That's the time when I have less classes and I don't have to spend much time on administration work at the company. So I would rather spend them on study, some light study, and to take my family out for vacation or just to have some coffee. I think that's really good to have some sit back time for us to retain our sanity. Which day do you have more free time, on Saturday or Sunday? I think it depends on the weeks because I'm done working as an office worker, so I don't follow a fixed schedule. And in fact, I'm a freelancer, so it depends. But I would say there's a frequency that my Sunday is less busy. For example, I usually have 3 Sundays off, and at least 3 Sundays in a month that I don't have work to do, so I can just sleep, sleep in and just playing with my family members, and yeah, sometimes just wander around. I think those are the times that I feel slow, and I really enjoy that slow pace. The second topic, it's about hometown. Where's your hometown? Um, Actually, at the moment, I'm living in Hanoi, and that's the place that I've been residing for the past 30 years. It's the capital of Vietnam, and it's very bustling with lots of traffic and vehicles and buildings. And it's one of the most developing cities in the world, I guess. Um, I really living the here because, for example, I love the atmosphere and the people here. They're very nice and friendly, and I think that's a good place to live. Is that a big city or a small place? So as you know, it's the capital of Vietnam, so it's not a small city. Rather, it's a big one compared to other cities in Vietnam, not to the world, right? It has around 10 million people living, if I'm not wrong. With those inhabitants comes with lots of traffic and lots of competition in career and in jobs, occupation. So I think it's quite a small, big place to live and not an easy one also, I guess. Please describe your hometown a little. So I've talked about population, about traffic, air pollution, have I? Okay, so I will mention about the air pollution because, um, you know, that's just the consequence of overpopulation and the lack of management of authority on environmental issues. So there are lots of emission from automobiles, sorry, in cities. So it's very crazy and very uncomfortable whenever I go out without a face mask. And I think it's getting better, but not so soon that we gonna get rid of this pollution. What's your hometown famous for? I think Hanoi is indigenous for lots of specialties and street food. Um, there are many other things that come on the tip of my tongue, but I would say street food and snacks, sold by vendors on streets are very ubiquitous. And people love them because of their taste, of their convenience, and also the prices, which is very affordable. For example, I really like xin bun, which is pork skewers sold on some open vendors. And we know that they are dirty because of the dust from traffic, and they are not healthy at all. Lots of fats and lots of burns. But yeah, because the taste is so scrumptious, so people just enjoy it day by day. And I think sometimes I try it, and that really lights up my my mood and also my taste. The next topic is about machine. Do you read the instructions before using a machine? I would say it depends if that machine is expensive or and complex. I would read very carefully the instructions before I use it. But if, for example, it's just a small massage machine, or it's just a mobile phone, so I don't care that much. But when it comes to a laptop, for example, like my MacBook Air, I would read how to use it very, very carefully to avoid any misunderstanding and misusing to cause any defects to the machine. Do you think it's important to read the instructions? I would say yes and no. When it's a very expensive and very important equipment or tools which are very vital for your work or study, it's really essential for you to read the instructions before having any contact with it, because electronic devices sometimes they're hard to use, and it's quite tricky with the advanced technology. So we really should research deeply before we use anything, especially when it's expensive. What is your favorite machine in your home? I would say that's my laptop, which is an Apple MacBook Air M3. It's not the most updated one, but it's very strong. Sorry, it's very powerful. I mean, the texture is strong as well. It's made by steel, and it's very compatible and convenient for me to bring anywhere, with a big screen of 16 inches wide, and the memory is good, up to 512 gigabytes, and the RAM is 24 gigabytes also. So it's very suitable for me to do any tasks I need, and I always felt comfortable using it. The interface is very friendly for me. Do you think washing machines and sweeping machines are important? I would say washing machines are very, it very vital in our daily lives, because I try washing everything with my hands, and it was very tough. I barely had time to finish it on time. I just left the mess with clothes until I had to wash them. And washing machines just saved my life. But about sweeping machines, in my case, I don't use it oftenly. I just sweep and wipe my floor with the sweep, and I don't care much about using machine about it. I have never thought about it actually. So I think to me it's not that important.